little bit more.
G'day guys, how are you all?
Hello.
This week we're going to tackle a few projects here. First we're going to do what, Hillary?
First we're going to replace our halyard.
Alright, and we're going to take a trip in our dinghy Makara.
And run lots and lots and lots and lots of errands.
That's correct. And then we're going to run a few more errands. And then what are we going to do?
I think we work on our SSB radio.
That's right, SSB radio. We're going to figure out how we can get some weather offshore.
And then I go up the mast.
Yeah, again and again. And there's many more times after this video too.
Yeah, it won't be the last of it.
That won't be the last. So
stay tuned. So before we get started, just want to say a really big thank you to all of our patrons. Your support really means a lot and makes these videos possible. So thank you.
I want to give a really big thank you to our newest patron,
Joseph.
Welcome aboard, mate, and we appreciate
Happy to
it.
have you.
And if you would like to become a supporter as well and join our journey, please check out the link down below. So this week, we're just tackling a bunch more projects, trying to get ready to a fast approaching date of when we wanted to push off. It's not a hard, fast date, but we've got a lot of stuff we want to get done to try and get there.
Yeah, we got lots to do, and we're trying to squeeze it all in.
First up was replacing our main halyard.
It was pretty old and worn and stiff line, so we wanted to get a nice new line in there that we knew would be good for a long time.
So about 106 feet of stay set?
Yep, stay set.
Alright. Okay, so we're gonna put up the new halyard now. Last night Hillary finished up, she kind of whipped these two ends together.
Let's see, I'm just gonna sew this line through here. We can go to the other side here.
So all we're going to do here is pull down the halyard on one side hopefully, and that should, fingers crossed, all feed through. We also spliced the ends, which was challenging. You did that really well, but...
So we tried a few different methods for splicing. We started out using the Selma fids. Yeah, I cannot move this at all. I don't know what the trick is to this. And then we tried a different kind of fid and eventually found the splicing wand, and that's what we got to work for us.
Yeah, splicing wand was awesome actually, and seemed to just make the process a little bit simpler. So we're using the splicing wand.
Splicing wand. Nice little loop here.
You get the cover back into here and then pull the rest of the core through, right? And then we'll basically end up with an eye,
yeah.
Our eye is going to be this cover here. So that's what we're going for, that's what we'd measured. So we just got to milk all that cover into there. Blowing a gale out here today.
It is.
Hillary also put in whipping on our lines, whip blocks for the splice, and also just the whipping for our reef points.
Reef points, yep. Alright, so as you can see here, this is our finished splice. So we got our eye in there. I put two whippings on there to make it nice and secure. And now we just have to put our reef points in and we'll be done. So if you guys want to see more about how we did our halyard ourselves, we're going to be putting out another video just about that in a couple days.
All about halyards.
So check it out.
So second thing we got done this week was we took a ride in Makara.
Yeah, we went for a dinghy ride around the marina.
So we named her Makara. I think you might have seen in previous videos because that is the what creature?
Half land, half sea creature.
That Varuna actually rides.
It was our first time going for a ride in Walker Bay. It's a little bit tippy.
Got used to it. We got the hang of it though. It's pretty comfy now, I guess.
Yeah.
And,
just have to balance it out right.
Yeah.
Nice day for a row. And we paddled over. We took a look at, there's a boat just a few slips over that has a similar Windvane on the back of it. So we wanted to take a look at the mounts and figure out how we were going to put our Windvane on our boat.
So the Windvane we've got, as you would have seen in previous videos, is we picked up an old Fleming Windvane. It's a Fleming Major, which I want to say comes late 70s, is the era of this Windvane. Yeah, so the boat here that pulled over here has got a monitor Windvane, which is similar to servo pendulum, but we have no manual or anything on ours. So the more we can look at and get our heads around, the better. So next up was running errands, which we hate to do.
I feel like we spend half of every day running around.
Probably even more than half.
Right, so that's how we spend most of our days, is going to get little pieces and return things, and then coming back, and then going back to get more.
So I'm sure it's nothing new to most of you, but you know, that's part of the deal, I guess, right? Is having to get the parts and replace the parts and exchange the parts for a different part that didn't work or whatever. So yeah, it's literally the Chandlery, it's West Marine, it's Home Depot, just all sorts of random places. And then there's picking up packages, because we're ordering stuff on Amazon. We don't have that coming to the boat here.
No mailing address here.
So we get stuff shipped to our condo downtown, so we have to drive through traffic to get to that.
So our other big thing in the last couple of weeks was figuring out how to receive our weather offshore, which we actually decided to go with the Iridium Go and Predict Wind service. So I'll be putting up a blog post about that in a couple days you can check out. But as a backup and alternate, kind of, we decided to get an SSB receiver so we can receive weatherfax data. Ty became an expert, sort of.
In listening to jargon, although
it sounds like a fax machine going off.
Yeah, well, it's kind of what it is, right? I guess weatherfax, but we got a radio, a nice little old shortwave radio that picks up the SSB, and we can tune into the different stations pretty much anywhere in the world, I guess. But we were picking up stuff up in Alaska and also down in San Francisco with no problems. The biggest challenge is actually getting reception in a marina, which is highly susceptible to RF interference anyway on your own boat, let alone with 100 other boats around. So it's very, very challenging to pick up signals here. Though we have actually been successful at night time when we get better reception on the shortwave. Alaska and also down to Point Reyes in California. Really good signals of the weatherfax coming through just fine, but it's nighttime now, obviously. You can hear in the background, I'm still fiddling bit by bit. Got a little bit of help today from West Marine, the ham radio bloke there. Nice enough to kind of give a little bit of tips there. So I went and got some copper wire and just clipped it to the telescoping antenna and then directly to the backstay, and I seem to be getting some pretty decent reception out of it. It's helping. So I'll give you a little shot of what's coming through on the faxi. Over here I got my phone. Quality's not that great. This is receiving it all directly through the microphone right now, not plugged in, so you'll see a lot more interference on there.
And then in the tablet you'll see a bit better reception here. All the fuzzy bits about halfway down is when I turned all the AC back on board. Obviously not going to be an issue underway.
I think it'll work just fine for us.
Yeah, it's going to work really well, actually.
And now we're just trying to work out how we can link that better in with our computer as well, to have it go straight into the computer chart plotter. What'd you do this week, Hillary?
I spent a lot of time up the mast trying to get a spreader light down.
Did you go up once?
I think I went up more than once. But anyways, we have a spreader light that's burnt out on our mast, and the screw holding the bracket in is completely stripped.
So we've got to figure out how to get the strip screw out, and Hillary came up with some novel ideas on how to try and get that out.
Looked up stuff online and tried all these different tricks. None of it worked.
None of them worked?
None of it worked. But I spent a lot of time hanging up there and trying to get it to work. And I had a nice view of the marina.
It was a good view and you got good pictures. So.
Yeah,
nice.
So that project continues.
Guys, as always, thanks very much for watching.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to comment down below. We do read all our comments and we try and respond to as many as possible. So we'd love your feedback.
Yep. And up next time, we continue to work on boat projects, go back up and down the mast a few more times, start working on our Windvane installation, and just lots more projects getting Varuna ready to go, ready to sail.
So until then,
thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you to all of our patrons. You too can join us as we sail with a purpose. Click the Patreon logo to learn more. If you enjoyed our video, Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for our latest updates, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.